This post is going to help you a lot, maybe my most helpful post yet, because what I'm going to talk about is 5 things to be aware of on your health journey. So you are here right now and you want to get to X, or you want to start something and you want to get to X. And these are 5 things to be aware of on that journey. So the first thing to think about is, I'm just going to put HP, the honeymoon period. So what this means is when you start something, there will be an initial spike of excitement. You're very motivated, you feel very disciplined, you feel very excited. You want to do the thing that you are about to embark on. But at about three or 4 weeks in, maybe even 2 weeks, that level of excitement starts to dip. And this is what I call the honeymoon period is over. This is known as hedonic. I'm just going to put hedonic for short. Hedonic adaptation. This is where you and I will fall back to our default mode of happiness. For example, you've started the gym. Yes, I'm loving it. I'm getting a bit bored now. I want to give up. I'm back to where I was. This naturally happens. So please be aware of that natural, let's say, phenomenon which happens. And when you're aware that it happens, you'll remember this post. Oh yeah, Josh spoke about that. What you're going to do then is stay the course, because now you're aware it will happen. You are going to say to yourself, okay, this is a natural thing that's happening right now, but I've got to stay consistent. So the first thing to be aware of is this natural dip, hedonic adaptation. So please be aware of that. When it kicks in, think, yeah, natural phenomenon, but I'm going to stay the course. Cool? Okay. I should really rub this off. 1 second. So 2 is expecting, I'm just going to put results. I'm going to speed through this post today, so apologies if I speak quite fast. The second one is expecting results too soon. So a lot of people, when they came in for training and they were speaking, okay, how long until, will it be a couple of days, will it be a week until I start seeing body fat drop off? Give it 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, because results don't happen overnight. You have to go through something called biological adaptation. So your body has to change to the stimulus that you have given it. It doesn't just, results just don't happen overnight. It is in some cases, can be very slow. And that increase can look more like this, as opposed to this. So you have to be aware of that. If you're starting something in the minute, don't expect results overnight, because they don't happen. The results that happen overnight will be in your mental capacity, in your mental space. You're going to be very proud that you started something. You're going to be very You're going to be very grateful in yourself. There's a lot of intrinsic happiness as opposed to extrinsic, where you're waiting for aesthetic goals or you're waiting for certain areas in your health to improve. Does that make sense? So expect there will be intrinsic, internal happiness, feeling proud and grateful, as opposed to waiting for the weight to come off or surplus if you're trying to gain weight. Results don't happen overnight. Your body has to get used to this. How long? I'm not sure. Depends on the person. It depends on you. But please be aware of that. You're starting something now. Stay with it. Be patient. As long as you're doing the work and staying consistent with your practices, there is no reason that you are not going to get your results. But expecting results to be happening straight away, you're just going to get annoyed and you're going to give up. So expect there to be a delayed gratification. Cool? Lovely. Right. What is number 3? What's my note saying? I've forgotten. Okay, love this one. This is a good one. 3 is life will happen. I'm just going to put life. I'm writing this down because if it's written down and if it's visible, you tend to remember it better. So life will happen. At the start, I'd have huge expectations of clients in my first, 3 months when I hadn't really worked with anyone. And I'd expect them to be on time every time. I would expect them to follow the program. I'd expect them to do what I say, my expectations. But what I didn't take into account, which I soon learned, was life happens. And what I mean by this is life happens. You are gonna break down in your car. You're going to be late because of traffic. You're going to be late because of the tube. you're going to be sick, you're going to get unwell, you're going to have a really bad day at work, which causes you to have no sleep, so you're not going to turn up at the gym the next day. You are going to have to look after your children because they are sick, which is going to negate your results or negate your practices for a week or two. This is what I call leaving room for life to happen. And what this does in your mind, you actually can prepare mentally. You prepare so you can adjust and adapt to when it happens. You're not expecting it, you're just aware of it. When it happens, you're like, ugh, life is happening. But you're aware, so you just readjust, you adapt, you do what you can, as opposed to not leaving room for that, kind of the mistake I made in my first 3 months, which causes people to kind of retreat and react, if that makes sense. So when it happens, they react and get annoyed. This is pointless, I am worthless, I shouldn't have, wow, why is this happening? And they retreat, want to give up, think it's pointless, think they're going to go down this rabbit hole. But if you can get in the mindset of life to happen to you, because it will, it happens to everyone, then like I said, you prep your mind up, like a psychological trick there, to allow you to adapt and recalibrate when that does happen. And this will help you stay the course and not you getting annoyed, wanting to give up when that happens. Cool, did that make sense? Okay, fourth, this one's a good one actually, is energy. This isn't give me your energy. This is to be aware of your energy more than your time. So again, a mistake I made was, not really a mistake, I guess just a teach or a learning. When I told people, hey, train for 60 minutes, make sure to train for 60 to an hour 15, try and do that. But what I found pretty often was people couldn't stick to the allocation of the time that I would say. And I was figuring out why, okay, I'm setting 60 minutes, but why can't they stick to it? And as you know, my expectations, I was getting a bit annoyed, like, why can't people do this? But what I wasn't realizing is they didn't have the energy. So energy is always a prerequisite to time. You can allocate all the time in the world, but if you don't have the energy on board to take the time to do that thing, then that time is going to be, let's say, not worthless, but ineffective. So my switch was, okay, let's not set time, let's manage energy instead. Instead of me saying, hey, do a 30-minute workout, what does your energy say today? I'm pretty drained, I slept bad, work's been awful. Okay, do 15 minutes of stretching. Can you do some stretching? Yeah, you could probably do that. Cool, let's focus on that. Or it could be, I feel amazing, I feel great, I've had a really good sleep, weekend's been chilled, I feel recovered. Cool, go do a big strength session, follow this workout. And this way, they're getting much more effective training than just saying, do a 60-minute workout. No, do a workout, where have I gone? Do a workout with the energy that you have, that's what I was saying. So for you, as you're going into this, if maybe life is busy, a lot coming at you, focus on your energy, not your time, because what this will do is help make that time very effective. Instead of just focusing on the time, I've got to do 60 minutes. No, let me do the stretching. And that might take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Or I'm going to do that strength today, I feel great. Cool, could be 45 minutes, could be 60 minutes. But this way you're going to get effective results. And it's going to help you stay consistent because you're treating this way, treating your training in a sustainable way. So think about your energy, not just your time. Cool? Lovely. We're coming to our last point. This says change. Changing too much too soon. So you probably heard this from me before, is trying to change everything all at once. You start something and you're trying to go to the gym 7 days a week. You're trying to meditate 20 minutes at a time. You're trying to read a book a day. It just doesn't happen. Once again, your body has to biologically adapt to what you're trying to do. So starting small allows your brain, allows your body to adapt in a consistent and sustainable way. So instead of thinking, I need to do 7 days a week at the gym to start, no, you don't. Do 1 day, do 2 days. Get that done. Tell your brain, this is who we are about to be, so build the habit of going to the gym. Cool, all right. 2 weeks go past. I'm pretty good. Let's add another day. Cool, 3 days a week. Sustainability. What I found was, once again, in my first month or two, telling clients this whole list of what they should change. And they didn't change anything because I gave them too much to focus on. Remember, change requires energy. And if you've got a lot going on in your life and you're trying to change loads, it just won't happen because you don't have the energy. Like I was talking about in point 4, you need the resource, you need the energy on board to make change in your life. So starting small meets you where you're at. Okay, I can't do 7 days, but I can do 1 day. I can't meditate for 10 minutes, but I can do 2 minutes of still breathing. I can't change everything with my nutrition, but I can change 200 calories. See where I'm going with this? And this way, little by little, a little becomes a lot. Remember, consistency before intensity. Build the consistency, then add intensity as your health journey progresses. So they're my 5. I hope you found them useful. I probably didn't need the whiteboard, did I? But hopefully the little visuals when I wrote down helped you just remember them a bit better. So I will leave it there. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. And on the socials, if you did enjoy this, make sure to like it. And drop me a comment which point you found the most beneficial for you. I'm Josh. I'll leave you there. I'm probably going to get to bed now. See you soon.